Welcome to OCVarsity for our look at what's going on in CIF Southern Section basketball, Orange County edition. Steve Fryer here with Dan Albano. Dan's been covering girls basketball for us, and he's got to figure it out. So tell me, Dan, about the best division out there. We know that open division, of course, is the top division, boys and girls basketball. But I'm sure there's another division out there that you look at and you go, man, there's some good teams in this division. It's going to be a pretty tough road for whoever gets to the finals in that. What is that division, Dan?
That's Division One. Southern Section did a great job putting together a very competitive Division One. It's really, they called it, Assistant Commissioner Reiner Wolf called it, second elite division, and they really have it. But there's no overlooking, the open division. I looked it up. The average win total for the teams in the open division, they're about 21, 22 wins, and they only have about 4 or 5 losses for the whole deal. So, and Coach Kevin Kernan at Mater Dei and Reiner said that that's it's the best division probably in America is the open division. It's 8 teams. It's going to be super elite, but that Division One is really tough. 13 league champions are in Division One.
Wow. And
there's no subgroups this year. There's no 1AA. There's no 1A. It's all together, 32 teams, and 13 league champions. A lot from Orange County. You got Brea Linda, Los Al. You got the co-champs out of San Joaquin, Orangewood, and Fairmont Prep, and then you have the co-champs out of the Freeway League in Sonora and Troy. So you got these 13 league champs, and it's tough from the very beginning. Some great first round matchups. Led by from Orange County. Got the Fullerton Frenzy of Troy playing host to Rosary. Nearby neighbors on Thursday in the first round. That's going to be a great game. They played earlier in the year down in San Diego. I went down there for that game in the San Diego tournament. Both teams have gotten a lot better, and it's going to be a really good game. But there's a bunch of good games. One is not Orange County, but just to kind of give you an idea of how tough this division is, Steve. Division One, St. Anthony playing at Canyon Country, the 4th seed in the first round. St. Anthony won the Ocean View tournament. They could win that first round game and beat the number 4 seed right away. So there's a lot of good depth in the division, and it's going to push, definitely going to push the open division for some exciting basketball.
Where are you going to be Thursday?
I'm going to be at the friendly confines of Troy.
Nice.
So it's going to be a great matchup. There's some really good players from Kate Gostry, point guard, and Rebecca Obima, and then you have some players that are really coming on for Troy. Roger Anderson's a coach there. Troy's going to coach them up, and I saw Troy, got their 26th consecutive league title last week, turning the tables against Sonora. They're playing really well. These Tua sisters are really good for Troy, and so I think it's going to be a real good game. I think Rogers implemented some new things, and they're playing some good basketball. Michelle Lee's played really well as well. Yeah.
Is there a team out there that's sort of like, they're in a good part of the bracket. They may not necessarily be a Orange County top 5 team, but in the division they're in and in the bracket they're in, you're thinking this is a team that could go to the semis or make some good noise?
Probably the team that fits the bill close to that is Oxford Academy out of Cyprus, the Academy League champs. They're 25-1. They're the top seed in Division 3A. So I think I predicted that they're going to win. The Patriots are going to win their first CIF title. They've been in the semifinals the last 2 years. So, last year Orange County had 4 CIF champions in girls basketball. I'm sorry, they had 1 CIF champion last year. One, it was Rosary, who turned into be a very special team. They were state champs in Division 3. So 1 last year, but I think there's going to be 4 this year. So I'm predicting Brea Linda to win Division 1, number 2 seed. Lady Cats, believe it or not, they haven't won a CIF title. They've won so many there, right? But they haven't won a CIF title since 2010.
Oh my gosh!
So I think they're a pretty special group. They're gonna come out of the bottom bracket, a 2 seed at Division 1. So I got Lady Cats winning 1. I'm predicting Mater Dei to win the open division. That's a big upset. Number 3 seed. They have 3 freshmen and senior Rebecca.
I'm the Mater Dei homer of the duo here, man.
I think these guys are. I think they have great chemistry, and they are not going to. They're not going to wait. They're not going to be patient. They're gonna go for it right now. With their freshmen and
well, they play like they're impatient. I seen them play, man. They go with some fire and fury at that press and stuff.
So I think they're going to surprise a lot of people. So we got Mater Dei, we got Brea, And then I mentioned Oxford's going to win 3A, 25-1, only losses to Brea.
Yo.
So, and then I got Anaheim winning the 4th CIF title, 5AA. Colonists 18-2. They were only won 2 games last year, so they're doing a great job. They're the number 2 seed. They got a first round bye, so I think they're going to be the co-champs at the Orange League. So that's the four schools I think can win it.
You know what's interesting to me in girls basketball is the small schools have some really good teams. Oxford Academy, Orangewood Academy is Division 1. Fairmont Prep's Division 1. Fairmont Prep plays Esperanza the first round. Is it just because there's so many good girls players out there that they can kind of be push the talent all across the table, or just really good coaches at these private schools? What do we got?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Or a combination of all.
It's some combination.
Yeah.
I think there is some very good coaching at those schools. Guys like Leslie Aragon at Orangewood. Yeah. And Esparza Dave at Fairmont Prep and so there's some very good coaches, and then in basketball you only need 5. So some of these schools are small schools where they have
one at times.
Enrollment of enrollment of 300 or 400 or less. Yeah. So they get 5 to 10 girls, and I think these schools put an emphasis on it, and they've attracted a lot of players, and I think they've gotten a lot of good. I think the players get a lot of good coaching and attention at those schools. And I think it's an attractive thing. And then when they're playing Division 1, why not?
Fairmont and Orange have been good for a few years.
And if you look at
all county players.
Yeah, so and speaking of players, I got my eye on a couple of potential players of the years out of these 4 CIF champs. So
would you like to tip us to who these may be, or should we wait?
I'm gonna no patience, right? Today we're going for we got the pedal to the metal, just like Mater Dei. So we'll start with Mater Dei. I think one girl who's generating a lot of buzz, senior Nevada signee, is Emma Tolbert. Center, she's averaging, she's pretty much a double machine. 14, 15 points, double digits rebounds. She's a willing passer. She's working so well with freshmen Kylie Pepe and Brooke Dimitri, and she is a physical presence, but she's got a very amazing first round match in the Open Division. They're taking on Rebet, who has a 6'9" center, Fryer. Andrea Aquino of Fairmont Prep. She's considered the tallest known girl to ever play basketball in the state of California. 6'9", going to Oregon State. So that's who Emma Tolbert is facing in the first round Saturday. So if Emma can get through that, okay, she'll probably won't get any tougher than that, and she could probably have a good playoffs as Mater Dei goes on. Division 1, I'm going with Brea Linda's Jasmine Rachel. I think is a CIF contender, player of the year, best overall player on Brea. And then 3A for Oxford Academy, Austin Masuno is averaging 20 points, a junior center. She's about 6'1", 6'2", and 11, a little bit over 11 rebounds. So I think she's a good shot in 3A. And then 5AA, Anaheim's a very balanced team under second-year coach Vince Gomez. Do you remember him playing football at Anaheim?
Yeah,
he was a quarterback. That guy, Vince Gomez is doing a great job.
Yeah, there was
young
him and
coach.
Luis Gomez, same brothers. Yeah.
But one player, he has a very young squad. Only 2 seniors on Anaheim's team. But Maylin Lopez is a sophomore to watch. So I think we'll see how she does. They have a senior, Shawnee Cora Rubiles, who could be a contender as well. So, it's going to be a great playoffs. I think Orange County.
Like it.
I think it's going to be a bounce back year. I think Orange County is going to get multiple titles this year, and I'm looking forward to covering some of them.
All right. Well, we're going to find out pretty soon because it is playoffs week here at OCVarsity. Thanks for joining us, and keep up with what's going on in girls basketball here at OCVarsity.